I'm Tracy from GrizzlieKnits, and this is my knitting and crochet podcast. Welcome everyone. So glad that you're here. Let's just get right into the yarny goodness that I have all around me. I have some finished objects to share with you, some WIPS, and I thought I had something else. Oh well, we'll just see where it all takes us. My first finished object you saw last week as a WIP. These are my Scrappy socks. I talked about them last week that they were going to be knee highs, but they're not because I forgot that your calf is not the same size as your ankle. So they went on okay, and then as they were moving up, they were getting really, really tight. But that's okay, we went with it, and they are now going to be Slouchy socks. I think they look really cute. The yarn is an Advent from Sweet Sparrow Designs, 2023, and I've made a few things with the Advent, and this is probably my last thing. I don't have much left now, but boy was it fun, and I just love the colors. I don't know if I said where you can find me. I'm GrizzlieKnits on Instagram, and I will have all the information in the description box below. So all the designers that I talk about will be there, and where you can find me on the internet. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I try to get back to you as soon as I can. Didn't want to forget that. Oh, and what am I wearing? So this is the Open Edge tee. Just show you quickly. By JesseMade Designs. I made this in the summer. I talked about it in a previous episode, and it's made out of Sorella yarn. It was an Oopsie bundle, so it had no name for colorway, from 2020. So I'm really happy. It's perfect for today. We had really nice weather last week. I don't know, did I say I'm in Toronto, Canada? It was like fall weather, so nice, and now it's gotten hot again. So it's really hot in here, which is why I'm just going to show you my next finished object and hopefully wear it in an upcoming episode. So my next one, where'd it go? Oh, is my Harvest cardigan by TinCan Knits. It's all done. I wore it out, took her for a spin when it was cooler in the week, last week, and it's great. It's a really, really nice cardigan. Let me just get my notes here so I can give you a little bit more detail on this. It's that one, and Harvest cardigan. Okay. I used Barocco Vintage in the worsted weight and Patton's worsted from Michael's, and it just said gray colorway. I didn't think I'd have enough. I talked about this in last week's episode, or a few weeks ago, the last episode. I didn't think I'd have enough, so I did some striping, but I'm really glad I did because it's really cute. So I striped the sleeves, and then I just did the body. I don't think I made too many modifications. I did do a rib at the bottom of the sleeve instead of the garter, and I think I said in my last episode I wasn't sure if this would look good with a ribbed, and I didn't like how it looked, so I continued with the garter. It is, you know what, I'm just going to quickly put this on because I want to point out something. It's a great cardigan, but it's not my dream cardigan. I haven't found my dream cardigan yet. So if you have found your dream cardigan, please leave it below. I'd love to check out the pattern. I am looking for that cardigan that it's just so perfect. You make it again and again and again. This is very close, which I may even make some adjustments, but I'll show you why it's not my dream cardigan. This is really nice, but when I'm doing things, it does slide off my shoulder a little bit. Now this ribbed garter type thing down the sides, holds it on, so it's not like it slips right off, but I do find I'm pulling it a little bit. So that is why it's not my dream cardigan. Well, I might as well stand up, I'll just show you. But it's very cute and really nice, and I can see I'll get a lot of wear out of it, but I'm still on the hunt for that dream cardigan. And I did start another cardigan, which I'll show you today. Could that be the dream cardigan? I don't know. Okay, so we're done with this. And then I have one more FO that wasn't even a WIP. Let me get it. Wasn't even a WIP last time. Oh, back to the cardigan, just in case somebody asks. I used the 4.5 millimeter needles, and I did a size small medium. Yeah, I started it July 12th and finished it August 31st. It's pretty good. It was a lot of fun. Where'd it go? All right, you know what? I'm just gonna talk about it and hope I remember, because it's not that hard. I made a hat. This is PetiteKnit, the Stockholm Hat. It's very popular. I see a lot of people making it and loving it. It is made out of a DK yarn, but I didn't have any, so I didn't have any in the color I wanted. So I picked up a Heartland, which is labeled as a worsted, but I find it on the thinner side of worsted, so I thought it would be okay. I love this yarn. I'm going to talk about it in a second. I want to show you something else I've made in it in the past. It is such a great yarn. It's from Michaels. It comes in a lot of yardage, and the colors are really, really pretty. This color is Yosemite. And yeah, honestly, I made this in, I think it was like 5 days, 4 days, like really, really great knit. So it's a very easy knit until the decreases. So you can start it and just like, I followed exactly to pattern with even my needles, kept on going, and the decreases are something like you've never seen before. It threw me for a loop. At first I was like, what? I don't get it. It took me a while. Once I got it, it was very clever. Really, really worth diving into this. Let me show you how it looks on. This is not for me. This is for my son, one of my sons. I'll just show you. So it's a very cute hat. What I like about it is I would wear it like this. I like covering my ears. It's got a little schwupp, but not like a big schwupp. My son likes wearing his hats, because he's way cooler than me, over like his, I don't know, like this, kind of like that. So I think he's gonna like this because it really goes up like that. Anyway, so the decreases, yeah, like clever, whoa, like petite, you know what you're doing. I think I would even do a better job my next one. I want to make it again. It took like a little brain power, and you have to concentrate. Like, that's not TV knitting, the decreases, at least it wasn't for me, but it's so worth it. It's just clean, a nice look to it, and a really nice fit. So yeah, I think they could be neater next time. So that's a goal. Hers are really neat in the picture. Anyway, what a great pattern. I really enjoyed this hat. Okay, those are the finished objects. And now we'll go into my WIPs. I have 5 WIPs in life. One in each category. This is my new thing. Let me tell you, in case you want to join me. Oh, I was going to tell you about Heartland. I just saw it here. Just as a little backup. Heartland I made a few years ago a sweater in Heartland. Just wanted to show you it. It is called, what's it called? Oh, Bean and Olive, and it's by Andrew Mowry. I love this sweater. It's thick, but when it's really cold, it is such a cozy, cute sweater. And you can see the Heartland just looks so good. This is a couple of years old already, and I wear it. And then I think this is just like some hand-dyed DK that I had. But it's so nice. It's such a great yarn. Check it out if you're at Michael's and you're in the business of making a warm sweater for winter. Okay, back to business here. Yes, my new thing. Okay. So I've tried a lot of WIPS at once and I get overwhelmed, and I've tried one project at a time and I get bored. So I'm trying to find the balance. So I decided to pick categories and only have one WIP in each category. When I'm done that WIP, I get to cast on a new WIP. So what you're gonna see are the 5 categories. And my one WIP, well, not really, because I just started this and I have blankets galore, but we're pretending that 5 WIPs in the categories. Okay, let's start with my blanket category WIP. It is in my beautiful Canadian maker Jenna Rose bag, which I love. And it is a simple granny square. Let me just get my notes on it because it's, in case you want to know, yeah. It's a daisy square blanket. So these are the ones that I finished. I'm not a fast crocheter, so it's slow and steady. I did buy, and I showed this on a previous episode. Let me just grab it. A granny square blocker from Amazon. I'm really liking this. And I just have a little spray of water and I spray it and I let them sit here. So it's like a little production thing going on. So here it is so far. I am not doing the joining as I go. I am seaming it at when I feel like it. I'm keeping very long ends to try to use as I sew things together. Well, that's it. I think it's looking really nice. I'm very, very happy with it. So instead of jumping or casting on a new blanket, this is my focus. When I'm done this, I will go to, I have a lot of blanket WIPs. I'll pull out another one. So I'm hoping this motivates me to keep going and to finish things. Okay. Oh, the yarn. The yarn's really nice. Again, it's from Michael's. It's Loops and Threads. And the colors are plum, almond, baked, laurel, and smoke. And I'm using a 5mm crochet hook. I would love that done by Christmas. Maybe, we're only in September. Might happen. Okay, that was my first WIP. Second WIP is going to be in the shawl category. I feel like we're at the awards here. Okay. I didn't do that much in the shawl category. I am working on the Antrim shawl by Brenda Brayfield. That's what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's a 2-color finger weight shawl. And last time I recorded was down here. I won this from Noble Character Crafts. So I've done quite a bit, but not, this part's long, but I think it's going to be worth it. So then from what I'm seeing in the pattern, I think I add my next color, or I do these together and then this ends it. Something like that. My yarns are Lichen and Lace, this color, in the Fog Bow, which is so pretty. And here is Quartz from Pearl Soho. I hope I have enough. I'm feeling like I should. Shawls are good though. Like, you can always end your shawl early. Like, I often end my shawls early when I can't, I just want it to end. Some of them are really big, so they're pretty forgiving with your yarn. And I'm doing recommended needles, and that's it. So that is in the shawl category. I am not allowed to start another shawl, even though I want to, until this shawl is done. So wish me luck. Okay, next in the new things that I casted on category. But it's okay, because I finished a sweater, I can start a new garment. I started, first of all, it's in my bag. They don't make them anymore. My Fringe Supply. I have a few of these. They're so pretty. I started the Felix cardigan by Savoury Knitting. I like how it's lacy here, and I liked how it was cropped. So I did a little swatchy. Where is it? With the yarn I was thinking of using. It's an interesting color for me. It's not my usual color, and I don't even know if it looks good on me, and I don't even care because I like it. Okay, I do care a little bit, but mostly I just really like it. I feel like it's like really 70s gold. I think we had a shag rug in our living room this color. Could be wrong, but it's so pretty. It does not have a name. I got it at the Knitting Loft for Mother's Day. Knitting Loft's an amazing knitting store in Toronto. If you're ever in Toronto, you need to go there. So it is the Estelle worsted. And I got a whole, I don't think I got it at the Knitting Loft. Oh, I didn't. I think I got it at Unwind Yarn House in Newmarket. Another amazing yarn store. I apologize. It's beautiful. Yes, now it's coming back to me. I think that's where I got it from. Okay. Not that, no one's gonna fact check. Okay, doesn't have a colorway, but I got like 5 skeins, so I think I'm gonna be okay. And I did it with the recommended needles, which are big. So I think the ribbing is 5mm and the the body is 6mm. That's pretty big. All right, I am doing the small because of my swatch and because it's got a lot of positive ease. I think it said 7 inches, which is quite a lot. So here we are, we've started it. So this is the raglan. I finished the short rows and I'm on the raglan increases, and like it's sailing by like fast. I have about 5 more rows of increases, and then I split for sleeves and I can start the body work. And it's soft, it's nice. I usually like cardigans just done up, maybe 1 or 2 buttons here, maybe 3, not down here. So I'll probably do that. I'll look for some kind of cute wood buttons. I have quite a few buttons here, so I'll look there first. But I'm enjoying it and it's going really, really well. And I think it's going to be a nice cardigan. I just have to figure out for sleeves what I want to do. Do I want to follow the tapering? Do I want to just go straight and then bind off? Or I saw someone else do something which I loved. It's like bracelet length and they just stopped it. Like there was no cuffs. So it was straight and like stop. And I was like, that's cute. But would that be cute cropped? I'm not sure. Anyway, all these thoughts. Tell me what you think. And if you've made the Felix cardigan, because it's very popular, and what you did with your sleeves. Anyway, I love it. I'm happy with how things are going with it. And like I said, I'll have to cast on another garment till I'm done this one. Okay, let's see if that lasts. Let's hope. All right. And in the number 4 category, socks, because we finished a pair of socks. So I cast it on in my beautiful, cute, the kitchen sink shop, Garlene's bag shop. She's on Instagram, follow her. She's also does the dishcloth of the month. She just did Anna Green Gables kit. Somebody you know bought it. It's not here yet. And she's a really nice local bag maker. Okay, so socks. I didn't think I wanted to do vanilla again, and I didn't want to do stripes, so I was like, you know, what haven't I done? And I must have bought this pattern a while ago, and I never did it. You probably all know it. It is called the Rainbow Connection Socks by Kay Litton. And I'm not doing a real high contrast sock, so I decided to use, this is Indigo and Autumn and Indigo, I can't remember now. In the purple, I've had it a very long time, so I don't have the tag anymore. But it's a really nice yarn. I don't think she does that anymore. I don't think she dyes yarn. And then in a yarn swap last year, I got this. It looks rough, I know. It looks like it's seen things, but there we go. I thought that would look really pretty together. So I am doing my usual magic loop 2 at a time. And then basically I just started a day ago. So I haven't even, and that was yesterday actually. I haven't even cast on the second sock, but we started the cuff of the first. And I'm just following the pattern, 56 stitches because I have little feet. You'd think I'd make more socks because I have little feet, but I'm a little slow. Anyway, so that's fun. I don't know if this will be a travel project. It's a 4-row repeat. We'll see. Maybe, you never know. But it's definitely not vanilla. So then I was thinking, okay, in the 5th category, I need something to bring out of the house. Because if I can't bring those socks, obviously I'm not bringing a blanket. Don't really want to bring a big sweater. Don't really want to bring a shawl that I have to count. So what could I make? Well, I made a hat, so I'm going to make for one son. So I'm going to make a hat for the other son. And I am making, you'll all know it very well. It's in another kitchen sink shop bag. This is my fall bag that I bought from her last year. So cute. Oh, I love it. I am making the Musselborgh hat by Yesolda Teague, which is probably one of the most made patterns ever. I made one when it first came out. Didn't really know what I was doing. Cast on went awry and it kind of fell apart. So I gave it up. Didn't even really like the yarn I used. This was years ago. And I thought, no, let's try it again. Because every time I see someone make them, I'm like, oh, that looks really good and easy and like great to take out. And the fit looks really good. So we're trying it again. So the Crazy Sock Lady mentioned that Nitty Natty has a cast on, a crochet pinhole cast on. So I gave it a shot and it is really good. She is such a good teacher, Nitty Natty, and I followed it and it worked very well. So here's what we have so far. I finished my increases yesterday, last night, while watching a little Love is Blind UK, which is just like Love is Blind US, but they have accents. And here we are. Now it looks small, but someone said, did it even say in the pattern it's gonna look small? Don't worry. I hope I don't need to worry. It's a cute little stitch marker, mark my progress. I got this at a yarn festival years ago. It's so cute. Anyway, so now I'm just like knitting. I did some things this morning, some social things, and I just brought it with me. And it's just like, you know, it's even easier to take with you than socks, in my opinion, unless you're doing 9-inch, I guess, but you're just going round and round and round. You don't have to look at all. So the yarn I'm using, I got in a yarn swap in the past. I do these yarn swaps around April with Polish and Pearls. I think it is. I think that's her name. And she puts together a yarn swap, like an international yarn swap. And I did it again this year. That was really, really fun. You meet great people. Hi, Anna, if you're watching. And it's, you get to give yarn and you get yarn in the mail. I mean, there's nothing better than that. So this one was, now I think it's an American company, Nerd Girl Yarns. I've never heard of it before. And it is called, Yep, You're a Wizard, Harry. I started this, if you remember, with another shawl a few weeks ago, and I just wasn't feeling it in the shawl. But boy, oh boy, is it great in a hat. Look at that. Those are great colors, and especially like for, you know, my son, I think he'll like that. I'm really enjoying this. This was a good choice for me. Oh, and a stitch marker just fell off. Okay. You're all knitters, so you know I'm gonna get that, because if I don't, I'll forget, and then we won't know where we are. So hold on. Okay. That was close. That could have been a real tragedy here. Never. Okay, I'm doing one. It's back. We're all back. We're okay. Anyway, that is that. So those are all my projects. I'm really enjoying my projects right now. I frogged something. Should I show you? It's so sad. It's right here. Okay. I frogged my Pacook vest, which I wanted to make so badly. I talked about it last week. I was a little unsure, but I thought I was on the right track. I did a swatch, everything. Okay, I'm gonna we're all friends here. I can show you how bad it looks. So this is it. It looks huge. I did a gauge swatch. I don't know what happened. It looks big, too big, really big. And even though it was so big, I was so short with when I had to start decreasing for the vest. Like I was missing like 4 or 5 inches. So I don't know what happened. So the pattern, like I want to be honest with you, because I had a couple of people reach out to me. Please tell us about it, because they want to make it too. The pattern is, the picture's so beautiful. The Instagram's so beautiful. She's an incredible designer and artist. Maybe for somebody, and I know people are doing it, so this is probably more, I just didn't understand her instructions, but I found them confusing. She tries to give you options, like if you don't do this, do this. If you don't do this, do this. My brain doesn't work well. I need things like, do this. Don't do anything else. do this, then you're gonna get a vest. So that freaked me out. You had to, this was all color work in the round. And then as we moved up, she wanted you to pick, are you gonna do intarsia, which I had to look up, or are you gonna do long floats? But guys, we're talking about like floats the whole thing. So I had these long floats, and I'm thinking this is not gonna be comfortable for me, and it's such a waste of yarn. So I thought, oh, I'll just cut it like you do stripes. That's what was happening. Then it started puckering. Oh, this was such a mess. It started puckering, and then look at, like, I had all this on the inside. Okay, could have dealt with that if things were going right. And then I'm like, what? Look at this. Look at this. This isn't right. I was stressed, and I thought, no, you know what? I don't want my knitting to bring me stress. There's enough stress in the world right now. I had a daughter starting university. She was stressed. And I thought, I don't need my knitting to be stressful. So goodbye, frog, ribbit, 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 ribbit. So I feel good about it. I feel sad I'm not going to get that vest, but this is what I was thinking. What did I love about that vest? It obviously wasn't the pattern. It's just not for me. If you tried, or have you tried it, I'd love to know. I hope it worked out beautifully for you. I'm sure it did. But what did I love about it? I love the colors, the two colors she put together. So that could be an inspiration for me. Like, okay, my next garment, or next time I'm yarn shopping, I will look for those two colors together. That's something that drew me to it. I'm not great at color work. I need more practice. So that's something as well. I think fingering color work is hard for me. I seem to do better with a thicker color work. So DK worsted, fingering's tough. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it. I just need more practice. So that's it. That's the sad tale of the vest. But then the happy tale of all the other WIPs that I'm enjoying, and I'm understanding the directions, which is nice. Okay, been doing a lot of talking, and I hope things are going really well with you guys. I'd love to know what you're working on, and I have some ideas for some upcoming videos. So I wanted to know, somebody asked about my shawl wall back here, and I have another shawl wall in my laundry room. So would you be interested in a video of shawls where I show you all my shawls and talk about the pattern, link the pattern, and tell you if I wear them or not, just to help you if you're deciding to make a shawl. So that could be an extra video in September. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. And I will talk to you and see you soon. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.